Thank you very much, Chloe. You see, the problem is that you are becoming impatient, and not necessarily you, all of you. You're becoming impatient. It's not done. It will actually be a stupid move for South Africans to just see a party and just vote for it immediately. It's not done. You are being impatient. We are building a political party which is going to be an alternative to the ANC ground up. The people of Guyana who vote for the ANC, 85%, they're not going to wake up the following day and just change their minds like that. No. The EFF will have to earn it. And the EFF is earning it. Because the EFF is doing well. If you want to invite us into politics of quickie arrangement, we don't want that. We want longevity. We want to build a party. We're not here to have popcorns. No, we're not here to have popcorns. So, we're growing here a very solid revolutionary organization that finds its tractions even in the continent. So you can't just say in 8 years' time you must govern everything and take everything. No. We're doing so well. And you guys are impatient with us as if you are our members. Relax. Le re fella pelo man le a kitima. Na re sharp re grand. Maguda, pashasha. Re sharp, re grand. Because in one of the articulations, DP, they must go and read it. When we wrote documents in 2013, we said others are going to fall on the way because it's going to take long. It's going to take long. Huh? SG, it's going to take a very long time. So that once it takes over, it stays forever. Everybody would have appreciated the sweat and the hard work they've invested in it, and therefore do not allow it to die. If we want to be naughty, we can go and to DA or ANC and say, guys, put Mashaba a mayor. We want you to put Mashaba a mayor, and then he will give you positions and will vote with you. Then he will know that those things he promised first, those 18 people that he's working with, it's not possible. Because every time he comes with one of those 18 to hire the municipality, say, not this one. We won't work here, not this one. Then that 18 is going to turn against him. Then those people that he promised this and that, they are going to turn against him. Then we talk again in 2024. Because the desire is to make popcorns. So we're not in business of making popcorns. We are in it to run a revolution for a very long time. So, Oscar Jahan, please, Oscar Jahan. We're growing up together with you, Xoli. If you look at where we were and where we are, you will appreciate that these people are going very far. Getting expelled, being told they're going to be dumped in the dustbin of history, that they are nothing, and then we form a party, but no, it won't get anything, it gets 6%, they say that is the end of it. It will end with that 6%. We go to 10% national. Then after that, they say go to conference. You are going to kill each other at the conference. We go to conference, the first one, the second one. You have nothing to say. Now you are like, hey, you are not growing, man. At a pace that you will want it. You say me. I never discussed the pace with you. Don't bring your imagination to me. Leave me alone. I know how long it will take. Look at 2024. The real stuff is going to happen in 2024. And when the real stuff happens on the ruling party in 2024, the political alignment changing in the country completely. And with it, not excluding the EFF. Guys, by the way, all the campuses we have won them, even now. They are a VD. They are not a what. So, get it right. Yeah. So don't confuse a VD with a what. They are a VD and we are cruising properly. We are fine there. Okay, your image. My bra, I form a party. And then you come to tell me about my image of a party I formed. Everything else that they did, they saw, they knew where they were going. They knew the founder of this party is this guy. Why would it be a problem? That's number one. Number two, you say it's built on my image. Ne? It's a lie because politics are like that. The ANC is now on the image of President Ramaphosa. It was on Mbegi's image. All political parties are like that. The president becomes the face of the party. You see the problem with the EFF, you don't see a problem with other political parties. If I leave and this guy becomes the president, he becomes the face of the EFF. The president is the face of the EFF. So, and then you say, no, why are you not building some ground people so that the ANC doesn't have those people? The reason you think they've got them is because they are mayors. The DA doesn't have such people. You started knowing Soli Musimang as a mayor. Letawala who dance ala Pretoria at Ridgeville. Ritomilo Litsiba or mayor, Regaba mayor, Asilose. The day they put him a mayor, but we never knew there was this powerful Soli of DA in Tshwane. He has never been the face of Tshwane. There are no such politics. It's not true. You just want to attack the EFF. Politics are based on the party leader. Freedom Front, Groenewald. DA, Steenhuisen. IFP, Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi, even when it has got a president. There will be consequence management. Remember we dissolved, was it Eastern Cape DP? For performing bad. There will be consequence management here in Gauteng. But look, the story is that when we go to local government elections, we decline in Gauteng. In 2014, we did well. When we went 2016, we didn't get our numbers. We went down in 2016 from 2015. From 450 to 400. So the local government ordinarily, it always plays its own tricky. So we must not be too hard. But where there was just an outright stupidity, it must be dealt with and dealt with decisively. And we're going to do exactly that here in Gauteng. I don't think that there was I think the comrades in Limpopo fought. They put out everything. They fought. It is what it is, Mara. They fought. But there was a clownishness that we will deal with in the next few weeks here in Gauteng. And we'll deal with it very, very decisively. But the reality is that when we go national elections, the numbers go high. And then when you go to local government elections, they decline slightly, but we still increase. So there are pockets where you find some declining. There are certain areas where you even lose the wards that belonged to you as the EFF, but you gain new wards on the other side. We are new in this thing of electioneering as a party, so we learn as we go. Our voters won't be disappointed. They know the results, and they know their party has not been elected. Actually, if their party gets to be given something somewhere, it's a bonus because they didn't get anything. So you can't, by all means, want to govern through a back door disparately so. So if you get disappointed, it will be an act of desperation because you know your party didn't gain anything. So whatever it gets given, it's a bonus. DA and Freedom Front is just a racist stance. The Freedom Front says it can't do a coalition with EFF and the ANC. Zbu. And then you don't ask them, are you not doing a coalition with parties that are led by black people? Because that's what they told you. They said no black party will go into coalition with them. You said the EFF, no. ANC, no. Then you said PA. They said no. But then they tried to be ideological. Or there was some radical policy about, they don't remember the policy. There is no policy, they remember the scheme. Or Patriotic Alliance is also led by black people. So it's a racist posture that they've taken. It's a racist posture. We're not going to work with black parties, but we'll work with white parties, which is going to force us, by the way, to get into some concoction in Tshwane, because if we don't block that racist agenda that is going to happen in Tshwane, we might have a racist municipality being presided over in Tshwane. So the DA and Freedom Front are racist organizations. We ran a very beautiful campaign, but we believe we can still do more. And it's not only EFF exclusively, we started very late. But this is what I learned, guys, from the ground as I interact. The EFF goes to people during elections only. There is no constant, permanent interaction with people. So when you enter people's houses, again, bar EFF, bar area, let's say, so meaning, why are you only coming now? What was worse? It was that pandemic year, the lockdown year, where we had no activity at all. And we are a small party. We have to increase ourselves through visibility. But there was no visibility allowed because of lockdown for the whole year. And some white racist of that DA research unit, that guy, the mother was teaching at Vets, he passed away. Onselen. Van Onselen. Van Onselen even wrote an article and said, the EFF is dead. Corona killed the EFF. You see? So that year was very difficult, not only for EFF, but for political parties. And we had lined up a very nice program, very radical program, which was going to put us in permanent interaction with our people. So what did we learn? We must live amongst our people on a daily basis and help them. With the intervention of the DP in the Eastern Cape and Free State, look at the results. I mean, we used to get a very serious hiding in the Eastern Cape and Free State. And we used to complain bitterly about Free State because it's one province where we should be cruising nicely. And it was not coming. But we are happy with the developments that are taking place there now. And we've hung 4 municipalities. And look at Mangaung, even if they can celebrate it, They know that they are being challenged seriously in Mangaung. That type of a challenge was not there in Free State because there was some clownishness that was taking place. So serious work has gone in now. Why should we take political responsibility for what? We don't create lockdowns. We don't lock people in their houses. We don't say to people, you must be this number in a gathering and refuse people to gather politically to be agitated and mobilized. When we are the ones who have been advising, uplift the lockdowns, they are no longer making sense. We are no longer going to comply with those lockdowns ourselves as the EFF. Then we must come here and take responsibility for dampened mood. No, we're not. We're not taking any responsibility. We're not ANC that takes collective responsibility. So please don't make us ANC members who take collective responsibility on things they know nothing about. So we're not part of that. We're not taking any responsibility. If anything, you must credit us that we are the only ones who tried to make it exciting. We ran a beautiful campaign. We ran an exciting campaign. We ran a clean campaign. What was this campaign about? We were trying to get people to get into the mood of the elections. We wanted the mood to be a mood of elections under very difficult lockdowns. I even made a call to the man himself and said, these things of 500 are difficult because yourself are going to be accused of flouting your own regulations. You need to increase the numbers of gatherings. We're going to elections. So I can't take responsibility for what? We are the ones who are making this. Imagine DP, if there was no EFF, it would have been worse. You must give it to us, or we made people to know the elections coming. It's the EFF that told people elections are coming, wake up. So elections and politics are some man pepper. It's very difficult. This politics are difficult. You just talk with analyst Vonyo on TV. Let's give you one word. Leave those things of municipality. One word. That's why people win a word and get excited. They've won a municipality. Asu rekisha di peme mo rekisha black like me ya di peme. Mantwe motu chere chelete ka mukaya black like me ya di peme uto etsenya ka mola uto et wina le maspan chere chelta bana yo and akasi recover chelete la ka ra yo ba meyara we tshia kae we sponsor one man are mo gossip o declareile the donations are black like me. It's a chelete. Waki sponsor yena ka chelete ya business ya. Man. Ta beta politiki uta dram thar. Wa ralogela politiki. Na re tswaletswe ka moarantwe. We were born for this. Utlobona, we are still very young at 40. How old are you, DP? At 38. We're shaking them proper. Shaking well-resourced ministers, mayors, deputy ministers, councillors, all with resources. And former President Mbeki, Kiabashalane Murao like Casey and Jojo, Mbeki, Malema, Zuma, Ramaphosa, whippy, but better combined, below 50%. Tao para EFF, where tao humble. No regret di color re phone re palla le kuya le ka toilet di phone di alla re tswa pleketi monna nko bue le rona monna wait man, we are still processing things na ke tswa mo ke tima phone no ya ke a holiday ke khathetse bana beso ke sebeditse bana a re ke khuje ba re phoneela batho ba ANC ba tshwere power ba khanya hampe. You can't touch them. They don't even answer anyone's call. Now they are calling us. They are available, ANC people. There in Ekurhuleni, our last rally was going to Tshwane. Bari, research came out. They said ANC is winning 51% in Ekurhuleni. We made a U-turn from Tshwane and we went to Ekurhuleni. What? Ba win a guy? Bar guy Ekurhuleni never. Let's change. Raya Ekurhuleni. Whippy. Below 50%. Aniala batsibur bat sabereka or ababereki na. Para yefe verdality. We are Kwakatle Ungo level states or Seringa Ekurhuleni. Sakatle, where the rally was held. So, Rebajishi Jema Shemu, Abasato Bereka. Aniolo, La DA Gaba vet, I vet. Are detained. So, please, we are very clear with what we are doing. We are eating fighters and ground forces. Don't be discouraged by media hyping non-existing parties. We are eating the elephant piece by piece. And it looks like it's collapsing very fast. There is nothing magical. I can tell you now. There's nothing magical that is going to happen between now and 2024, which will change the patterns in South Africa and make the ANC gain elections. One, they are going to a national conference, which is going to be highly contested, disruptive, and they can even fight physical in that conference. They are not coming back. Mara, Ausafara from Aulimayo Peak, Obonelam. I've got a giraffe view. If you don't know, I've got a giraffe view. I can see things as they are coming. I tell you now, I'm not a sangom. This is where it's going. So, if we were selling out and we liked positions and we liked things, we could have exchanged mayorships by now. They were here on the floor. They said to our comrades, guys, anything you want, anything. Just tell us what you want, we do it. So that we can take over these things again. We said, hey, wait. We don't want anything. We're fine. We'll talk. Let the dust settle. We're fine. Why? Because of the giraffe view. We can see where this thing is going. Zuma, when he lost the metros, he became illegitimate and could not sell Nkosazana as an alternative president because he costed the metros. Our man is going to suffer the same thing. That this guy has not helped us to win metros. Coming back to our issue of the image. They are blaming it on the image because the image of the ANC is the president and they think he's the one who must win them elections. So, we're fine. We're doing very well. We're very happy. We increased our councillors, by the way, because it's not just about percentages. It's also about public representatives. So we got more public representatives. You call such people losers who getting more and more. Not a single elections have we lost a single public representatives. We keep on getting and getting. Eh? When the howlers are howling, God keeps on blessing us. Take. We're proper. We're fine. Cruising nicely. Growing steadily. Because we're building an organization ground up. So, we're fine. We'll hear what's going to happen after this when the DP and them had concluded the discussions on coalitions, which are not a very serious issue to us. It's a by the way, because it's issue of egos and employment. Leave women. Women are not even crazily involved in that. Give a better ego. Buy me sorry, dear plan. That's what I plan. The vote. Guys, expropriation of land without compensation is non-negotiable. Ourselves and the ANC actually agree on that. But the problem is that the ANC of Ramaphosa goes in parliament and then somersault. We should have amended the constitution by now if Cyril had not sold out. So Cyril is going to have to vote with us on the expropriation of land without compensation in Parliament before we can talk about metros. That's number one. We want our land back. And we said the conditions are such that we vote together in Parliament to expropriate the land without compensation and make the state the custodian of the land. So whether you say land reform, Koli says, why is not saying land expropriation and saying land reform? We are using your words. But in our documents, it's land expropriation without compensation. It's number one non-negotiable cardinal pillar of the EFF. Even this campaign was about the land. And therefore, anything else we do is the land. The DA hates us for the land. They don't like us for the land. Freedom Front hates us for the land because they want white minorities to keep on holding on the land. And we're saying no, we're not agreeing. But we're using every means and everything available to us to make sure that our land is expropriated without compensation within the constitutional means. So that's historic. Historic is not a man who gets 16% in a local municipality where he made history. What history? History is amending the constitution. We are amending the constitution using this election outcome to try and amend the constitution. That's historic. That's politics, by the way. The we must direct. Thank you.